Should we try the quince jelly? Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that.
So sweet.
Hazel just delivered these back this morning.
Yeah, that's really good.
That is delicious, isn't it? We've got 350 jars of that.
Don't keep us going until next year.
Hello and welcome to the Horrells. I'm Steve.
And I'm Jules.
I'm Cos.
And I'm Lauren.
Me and Jules have had many years in the restaurant trade, and we decided that we wanted to do something for ourselves. So we set up a restaurant in our garden.
Given the fact this is our first episode, we thought we'd give you a little walk around our garden. And I've got some amazing beetroots that I want to show you that I thought you could use this week.
Let's go and have a look.
They're perfect size right now, so I thought if we pick some and then you see what you think.
Yeah.
So have a little look here. So we've got some really nice bull's blood.
Yep.
We've got some chioggia and golden, so we've got a whole mix of beetroot at the minute.
Oh, they're going to look
Some
fantastic.
nice little ones, so they'll be really sweet. And the chickens can have the leaves.
Okay.
So don't throw those away. Could even use these beetroot leaves for the Bloody Mary on Sunday.
Yeah, nice idea. I might do a beetroot hummus, you know?
Oh, that'd be nice with the flatbread.
Yeah, with the flatbread.
Delicious.
And then a nice little soft goat cheese on top. Maybe some toasted pumpkin seeds with a little bit of spice running through them. Where to next?
Peppermint chard, I was thinking.
Oh, right, yeah, lovely.
You can use that on the main course, maybe. It's such a beautiful pink colour right now. The
Yeah,
the
fantastic.
stems are really pretty.
Maybe I give some of these to Cos for the vegetarian.
Perfect.
You could do a cannelloni or something with those. Nice little charred cannelloni.
With a bit of ricotta, maybe.
Yeah, Wescombe ricotta.
Really nice. I just love the colour of this one. I like the Bright Lights chard, but this peppermint chard is just such a weird name, isn't it? It doesn't taste like peppermint at all, but it's such a lovely bright colour. God, this is such a difference to our old life, isn't it?
I know.
I think up every day, out by 7, into the restaurant,
I can't believe it.
and now we get to do this every morning when we wake up. We're just missing our coffee. You were supposed to make coffee.
Oh, well, we'll do that when I get back.
Okay.
Just drop off this to the chickens and then we'll go down to see the what's in the orchard. So if we go and see if there's any apples, because I was thinking we could do an apple crumble or something for the menu.
Oh,
this
that
week.
would be perfect. Do we get to try some?
Definitely.
Not Lauren, she'll only eat the top.
Oh, and the custard.
And the custard,
Yeah.
yeah. Should we just gut those 2 last squash blossoms?
Yeah.
I loved it when you made these into that dressing.
Oh, for the
You know,
flatbreads
for the
with the honey.
flatbreads with the
Yeah,
honey.
they were
That
really
was
good,
so
weren't they?
nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy to take the flowers off because I think we won't get any more squash now. I picked them all actually. We need to get them on our way back to the kitchen.
Yeah.
They're amazing, aren't they?
Yeah.
So these are tromboncinos
Yeah.
and this is Italian snake squash. I thought that's quite a cute one. It's like a cushion that you wear on your neck on the flight. Right, I'll bring these. And then these are for the table. These
Yeah.
are shooting stars. So not so delicious, but I thought they're
Amazing to look at.
they're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought we could even put some holes in them, put some candles in them maybe. So where were those apples?
Just on the tree by the kitchen there.
Oh, here, these.
Yeah, the last few there.
Yeah.
Funny that we had to do a podcast in order to find time to talk about plans for next year.
I know, we do need to talk about plans for next year. So what do we think about getting more fruit trees?
I think it could be good because we have got a lot from our fruit trees this year, a lot of produce, and we've made a lot of stuff. But we do have a lot of of different trees.
We do. We've made nearly 3,500 jars this year alone of what have we had? We've had quince jelly, we've got crab
We-
apple.
Yeah, apple juice we've made.
We should try the apple juice.
We should try the apple
I know you're
juice.
desperate to try the apple juice.
Here you go.
So this apple juice we had pressed with Hex, which is a really fabulous small community press just outside of Street, which Lauren introduced us to. This is our second year of pressing our apples. We've always used them for chutney and in puddings and things before. So let's see. How does it smell? Delicious.
Yeah, great. And
We
it's
try?
it's a whole mix of all the apples.
It's all our apples, so no single variety here. We've got about 30 different varieties that we grow, and we put everything into mixed crates, didn't we?
yeah.
So
Cheers.
cheers. I can't believe we're trying this without the boys. They have to try it later. That is
Yeah,
delicious.
it's really good.
It's quite nice and sweet, isn't it?
Yeah, really
No,
nice.
I was
Nice and
worried it
pale.
might be sharp with all those mix of apples in there, but actually it's really nice.
Yeah, it's a really good one.
Definitely want to be repeated and more apple trees, I think.
Yeah, and then we've also got the quince as well.
Should we try the quince jelly?
Yeah. That one's such a nice colour in the jar, isn't it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Look at that.
Yeah, it really
You
glows.
see, I know, it's really clear as well, isn't it? Hazel just delivered these back this morning. Do you have a smell?
So sweet.
It's got. I love quince. It's such a like, fragrant flavour. Here you go. Have a spoon. Dad's desperate to get this on the menu with roast pork. But I quite
Yeah, that
like
would
it
be
with
really good.
games. Really nice as well with quince. Let's have a little try. Don't want too much. It's quite sweet. Mmm.
Yeah, that is really good.
That is delicious, isn't it? Really yummy.
Yeah, that would definitely go really well with pork.
Hazel did say one of her best this year. We've got 350 jars of that. So that's
Wow.
quite good.
Don't keep us going until next year.
Available in our shop.
Yeah.
You got one with a label on.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, these are the labels that you've been working on.
The new ones.
Yeah.
They're beautiful, aren't they?
Yeah, really
You
nice
like
range of colours.
We tried to pick the colours that match the fruit. You seen the medlar tree?
Yeah, I have seen it. What do we do with those though? How do we? Because you leave them for a while, don't
Yeah,
you?
you do. You're right. So she said they're not ready yet. Another 3 to 4 weeks. She's got a medlar tree as well, so she'll keep an eye on hers. But you basically leave a medlar to rot.
Fine.
You leave it until it's almost squidgy inside. So if that was any other fruit, a plum or an apple, you'd go, actually, it's past its best. We're not going to use this anymore. With a medlar, it needs to be almost rotten, is the way you describe it inside. So it's really squidgy.
Yeah, okay.
And then you can use it to make either like a fruit cheese or a fruit jelly. So that's probably what we'll use it for. And then we'll just serve
fine,
it with
and that's what
cheese.
people do with cheese.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's quite an old-fashioned fruit. I don't even know if it's an English variety, if it's a native fruit, but it's certainly one that's been around for a long, long time in the UK.
And then you pick it and leave it to go mouldy, or you leave it on the tree.
You pick it and leave it to go mouldy.
Fine.
Or soft rather
not
than mouldy.
mouldy.
But you leave it in a tray in a dark place. So those nice fruit trays that we've got, we'll put those in the shed and then just layer them in there and just leave them to be. And then once they're really squidgy, then they're ready.
Okay, fine. Oh, a bit like we did with the flowers, where we put them in those trays we can use.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then we've also got the green tomato chutney, so all the tomatoes that weren't quite ready.
So I cleared the whole polytunnel. There was quite a few green tomatoes left in the polytunnel, even though we've had the most amazing summer for tomatoes. So we decided we'd make green tomato chutney. But I think we keep this one until the boys join us.
And
And
we can bring some cheese.
hopefully they bring some cheese and crackers and we can try it all together.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is one of our desserts that we really enjoy here at Horrell and Horrell. We're going to do a ginger crumb, so it's really easy. It's just butter, light brown sugar, dark brown sugar. We're going to melt that down in the pan, and then after that's melted down, we're going to add the self-raising flour. We've got some ground ginger, some mixed spice, and some porridge oats. So I'm just going to melt this butter down with the sugar. So you don't want to get this too hot, you just want it just to melt and all to come together, okay? So we're just keeping an eye on it. If you wanted to, you could just put this the butter, the sugar in a bain-marie, so in a pan with water in, and in a bowl you'd have your butter and your sugar, and then you'd be able to kind of walk away and do something else, and it just slowly melts away in the bowl without touching the heat. So now you can see the butter and the sugar have completely melted down. This is the point where we're going to add all our dry ingredients. So to do that, we just pull it off the stove. And just stir it all in. So that's everything in here now, all mixed together. And this is going to be transferred to a tray now, the roasting tray. And then I just like to flatten it out so it's all the same, so it cooks evenly. And then that goes into an oven, about 160 for 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, so the other thing we're going to make now for our apple crumble is a little bit of vanilla custard. So just a 1 vanilla pod. Just going to split it down the length. Scrape out the seeds. That's going into our milk. And then I'm just going to put this on the stove just to warm through. So in here I've got some caster sugar, a little bit of corn flour, and I'm just going to crack the eggs, separate the eggs, so we just have the egg yolks in with the sugar and the corn flour, and that's our next stage of our custard. So you're just separating the yolk from the white. So we're just going to use four eggs in this. Hopefully the milk should have come up to temperature. So with this custard, it's a good idea, rather than adding our egg yolks straight to the boiling milk, is to add a little bit of milk just to these egg yolks, just a little bit at a time, so then you don't end up scrambling your custard. So I'm just whisking the yolks, sugar and corn flour together, nice and smooth. So we'll take the milk off the stove, and now I'm just going to strain the vanilla pod. So like I said, a little bit at a time. Whisk that in. More. Now the whole lot's going in. So now this goes back into the pan. So this is just going to go on the edge of the fire now, and I'm just going to stir it continuously. And we just want to warm it through gently. We don't want to boil it, because if we start boiling it, then we're on our way to splitting it. So just every now and again, just checking the side of the pan, making sure it's not getting too hot. You can pull it out or take it off the stove. And then once you think your custard's nearly there, it's always a good idea just to have another bowl or another pan to transfer your hot custard into something colder. Because once you see it's coming together, you don't want to have it in the hot pan, because it'll continue to cook once you pull it off the stove. So the custard, now you can see it's kind of a nice sort of thick consistency, like a double cream. Once that cools down, that'll get even thicker. You know, and I just sort of check it, run a finger through, and it still leaves the mark there. So that's ready. So like I said, just to stop it from cooking any further, I'm just going to put it into a cool bowl. So that's our vanilla custard. So next up for our apple crumble, I'm just going to do the filling. Like I said, I got a mixture of eating and cooking apples here. I'm just going to chop them through. It's nice if you have them a little bit different, because you have some that cook down more than others. So you have, you know, almost like a bit of a sauce, but then you've got some that give you a bit of a bite as well. And that's the reason for using two different types of apple, the eating and cooking apples. So once these are diced up, I'm going to add them to the hot pan. Some caster sugar, a little cinnamon stick, and a grating of fresh lemon zest in there as well. Doesn't need much. So now we've got these apples, like I said, just cooking down nicely. So you've got some look like a little bit of apple sauce, and a few that have kept their shape, so you've got that nice bit of texture in there as well. So that's our apple pie mix. So I'm just going to spoon this into the dish. Lovely. And then that ginger crumb that we made earlier. So I just break these down a little bit by hand. And then these just go on top of the apple crumble. And I like doing the crumble like this, because you've already cooked your topping. Whereas I think, you know, crumbles have always sort of maybe been the the flour and the butter that's sort of just rubbed together, and then you add it to the top of your crumble, and you get some bits that are cooked, some bits that aren't cooked. I prefer this, the soft apple with a nice crunchy topping. Give it another 10 minutes of 140, and that'll come out nice and hot.
We love bringing the outside in, don't we? Lots of greenery. We've got so much of the harvest that we use to decorate, I suppose. We've got the pumpkins and the squash and things that we've grown. So not only for the table for food, but also for decoration. I think we don't buy anything in terms of decoration for the barn now, do we?
Everything is usually from the outside, or
grown
we've
here.
tried to make something, which is really nice.
Foraged.
Yeah.
A lot of foraging.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last year we noticed that we were spending so much money on flowers, and if you go into the supermarket, for example, to pick up a bunch, you probably realise that you're spending a lot of money on flowers. So we just decided that we really needed to change things up and look at what we could do more ourselves, and growing flowers in the garden is such an easy way to do that. So we've definitely gone for more of a 50-50 split of the vegetables. And obviously if you grow flowers as well, some of the things that are great to do is dry them. So strawflowers is something that we've tried for the first time this year, and when you cut them they just keep coming back, and the colour lasts for years and years and years, and then also they just last throughout the whole winter season, so you're able to get more colour in the house. People often think that drying flowers is really difficult, and you might have thought that the process is quite lengthy. We just tie them into little bunches with string, and by hanging them upside down it allows the stem to dry straight, because the weight of the flower pulls the stem down, and then you end up with this perfect flower every time, and you're able to then have them throughout the winter. I really love these pink ones as well. That's such a nice way to bring bright colours into the house. Sometimes whilst we're drying the flowers, we find that the heads might fall off, or they become a little bit weak and they sort of snap. With those dried heads, we like to sew them together. So just by simply using a long string of cotton with a little needle on the end, you can sew straight through the middle of the flowers. You'll end up with a little string of bunting that you can put on the edge of a cabinet to decorate it, or sometimes we like to put it down the middle of the table. And it's just a little Horrell hack that we do to create that really warm, cosy atmosphere as the weather starts to get a little cooler, and it's something that you can definitely do too.
So as we sign off for today, we are going to leave you for a moment while we enjoy this delicious family favourite. So, Lauren, are you going to serve the apple crumble?
I'd love to.
Steve, are these our apples?
Yep, a mixture of eaters and Bramley, cookers, a little bit of sugar in there, some cinnamon, and then we've got a nice crispy ginger crumb on the top with porridge oats and ginger and sugar as well, so delicious. With a little bit of vanilla custard.
Lauren loves apple crumble, don't you?
Not really.
No.
I just like the crumble and the custard.
Extra apple for you, Cos.
Yeah, I'll have everything that's left.
And then, guys, the other thing we want you to try before we finish is the delivery that Hazel did today. We just want you to try that green tomato chutney. We waited to try that one, but we did actually try the quince without you earlier.
Yeah, no, nice. For me?
Here you are.
Thank you.
Steve?
More custard for me.
There you go. I have got a little bit of apple. So this is the green tomato chutney that Hazel dropped off today.
Oh, very nice.
That was after we cleared the polytunnel of all the leftover green tomatoes. There weren't that many, so I think we've got about 70 jars. But I thought we could try it with a bit of Westcombe.
Here you go.
Thank you very much.
Do you like green tomato chutney, Cos?
This is actually my first time having it.
Is it?
Yeah.
So Tom at Westcombe does an amazing cheddar, but that would be great with a chutney.
And that quince jelly, I think, is also
Thank you.
going to be really good with this. Perfect. Thank you. A massive piece of rind. Oh, no. You just ate the whole thing? Well, I can't stop breaking it up, can I? Thanks for being with us today, and we hope you'll join us next time when we'll be trying our homemade nocino. We'll be foraging for the festive season ahead, and we'll be making sloe gin. Right, Ollie, do you want some crumble? Pass us your dish.